Ever heard of a civilization that built cities, created art, and commanded trade routes, all without a written language? It sounds impossible, right? But deep in the coastal deserts of what is now Peru, the Moche civilization did exactly that. For nearly 800 years, from the 1st to the 8th century AD, they thrived, leaving behind a legacy that continues to baffle and fascinate archaeologists today. How did a society so complex, so powerful, operate without writing? This is the story of the Moche, the masters of silent rule. Imagine a world without books, without letters, without even a single written word. How would you record your history? How would you pass down laws or communicate complex ideas? The Moche had a brilliant answer. Art. Their pottery wasn't just for holding water. It was their library, their history book, and their internet, all rolled into one. These weren't just simple pots. They were intricate, three-dimensional sculptures depicting every single aspect of Moche life. We see vivid scenes of fishing and farming, weavers at their looms, and merchants trading goods. There are detailed portrayals of warriors in elaborate costumes, complete with clubs and shields, locked in ritual combat. We see priests and rulers presiding over ceremonies, some of which were quite intense, involving human sacrifice. These ceramic vessels are like snapshots from another time. One piece might show a doctor performing a complex surgery. Another might depict a mythological creature, part human, part jaguar, locked in a celestial battle. Through these images, we learn about their social structure, their religious beliefs, and even their daily gossip. Some pots show humorous scenes, others are deeply spiritual, and some are so detailed they act as instruction manuals for rituals or crafts. They communicated everything they needed through this rich visual language. It was a system so effective that it sustained their culture for centuries. But pottery was just one piece of the puzzle. The Moche were also master metal workers. They worked with gold, silver, and copper to create breathtaking jewelry, masks, and ornaments. The tomb of the Lord of Sipan, discovered in 1987, was one of the most incredible archaeological finds of the 20th century. It was an unlooted Moche tomb, filled with treasures that rivaled those of King Tut. The Lord of Sipan was buried with layers of gold and turquoise ornaments, intricate headdresses, and necklaces made of hundreds of tiny, exquisitely crafted beads. These weren't just pretty objects. They were symbols of power and divine authority. The craftsmanship tells us they had specialized workshops and a deep understanding of metallurgy. These items helped to solidify the social hierarchy, making it clear who was in charge without a single written decree. The Moche also built massive adobe brick structures called huacas, the Huaca del Sol and Huaca de la Luna. The pyramids of the sun and moon are enormous monuments that still dominate the landscape today. The Huaca del Sol was one of the largest adobe structures in the ancient Americas, a colossal symbol of the state's power. The Huaca de la Luna, on the other hand, was a religious center, its walls covered in colorful murals depicting their gods and rituals. These murals were another form of communication. They were public displays of the Moche's cosmology, reinforcing their beliefs in the social order for everyone to see. Imagine walking through these courtyards, surrounded by larger-than-life images of their most powerful deity, the decapitator god. The message was clear and intimidating. So, how did it all end? Why did this powerful, silent civilization disappear? Around the 8th century, the Moche faced a perfect storm of disasters. Evidence suggests a period of extreme climate change, a super El Niño event. This would have brought devastating floods, followed by long periods of drought. For a society built on agriculture, this was catastrophic. The floods would have destroyed their sophisticated irrigation canals and washed away their fields. The drought would have finished the job. We see evidence of this chaos in their late-period art. The once orderly scenes give way to images of skeletons and upheaval. It's likely that this environmental collapse led to social and political turmoil. With their gods seemingly failing them and their leaders unable to control the chaos, the Moche civilization slowly fragmented and faded away. The Moche proved that writing isn't the only path to building a great civilization. Through their art, their architecture, and their incredible craftsmanship, they created a vibrant and powerful society that left an indelible mark on history. They communicated, governed, and worshipped using a universal language of images and symbols. They are a powerful reminder that human ingenuity has no limits. Next time you see a piece of ancient pottery, look closer. It might just be telling you a story more complex and fascinating than any written text. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed learning about the Moche, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next historical deep dive. See you in the next video.